and I'm really happy and excited to announce what's following for today. We will have the pitching for the Create category for BoostUp RIS 2021. But before we go to the Create category, to the early stage teams that still do not have products on the market but are at the stage when they develop their ideas and test them and validate them, I would like to invite our colleague, Mr. Faruk Ebrahimpour, who is coming from CLC North. Faruk is a business creation manager. He's based in our office in Gothenburg. He has a combination of executive background from established companies and own hands-on experience as founder of a successful startup. So this enables him to recognize the specific requirements of both domains, which he says that he enjoys very much, to share his knowledge and experience with the startups that he supports and the SMEs in their ambition to succeed. So Faruk will talk briefly today with our BoostUp Create winner in 2020 in category Create. Mr. Emil Johansson will represent ADAXIS from Sweden through the BoostUp journey. Faruk?
Thank you very much, Jasmina, for the nice introduction. We are excited to have Emil Johansson, a driven entrepreneur and an inspiring young leader, co-founder and CEO of ADAXIS, today here with us in CLC North's office. So thank you very much, Emil, to be with us here today. Please tell us about how your journey started, from the idea to when you established the company.
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's great to be here in Gothenburg today with you physically. I am one of the co-founders of ADAXIS, and we are a young startup, French-Swedish startup, who have the ambition to make it easy as possible to transform industrial robots into flexible 3D printers for thermoplastics, concrete, metals, and even food. Mm-hmm. This is a very interesting market where companies right now are building everything from furniture in biocomposites to concrete bridges. So it's very interesting. But this all came about from an idea that I had when I was sent by Research Institutes of Sweden to the very first EIT manufacturing matchmaking event back in 2019. And I didn't really know anyone at this matchmaking event, but I was fortunate enough to meet some interesting people from other research organizations and companies, and we realized that we had this joint interest in robotics and 3D printing, but what was lacking was the software. Mm-hmm. This led us to form a research project, which was very kindly funded by EIT Manufacturing. And pretty soon after starting this project, we realized that we want to transform this into a company. So in January, we actually made this happen. 2 people in France, 2 people in Sweden, being able to transform this into ADAXIS, which is now a new startup. So it's been an amazing,
really amazing journey indeed. And since January 21, when you started ADAXIS, how life is different?
Oh, it's very different in many ways, but of course some things have stayed the same. So I'm still working at home, but yeah, I mean, going from being a project manager at the research institute to a CEO, it's very different. With the research project, we had multiple organizations, and we tried to align everyone to have the same vision. Mm-hmm. With ADAXIS, we are 4 co-founders. We all have the same vision. We are all working towards the same goal. And yeah, you know, of course, you're working a lot, but you have the possibility to learn everything from registering a trademark, you know, to sitting in front of the computer and building the product, the first product that we are doing. So it's incredibly rewarding to have this diversity of tasks that we are doing. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things are the same.
I'm sure that you are enjoying that a lot. And I would like to ask you, what are your plans for 2021 in about 2 minutes, if you can tell us?
So our plans now for 2021 has really been to build our very first product, the software that we want to put into the hands of the industry to help them make robots into 3D printers. And we have our first alpha version, which we have now, as I said, put in the hands of industrial partners to get lots of feedbacks, you know, everything from bugs to feature requests, but really to understand how can we provide as much value as possible to the industry. This will continue throughout 2021, of course, but we are also now in a very interesting stage where we are looking for funding to fund the continued development at the same time as we are getting ready to launch our product on the market. So it is a very critical, pivotal point for ADAXIS as a company, but on the other hand, you know, that's what's so exciting with it. And I have, of course, high hopes for 2021, but it's going to transform all of our lives, I think, being able to get this product.
We are sure, Emil, that you and your team will do it beautifully and successfully.
Thank you.
For about 6 months ago, you were finalist in BoostUp 2020 Grand Final and pitched in front of a jury. Now, in a short time, so there will be other finalists, this time from BoostUp RIS 2021, who are going to pitch. What is your message to them?
Yeah, I can honestly say at this point, I was completely nervous. That doesn't help, I'm sure, to say that, but maybe just acknowledging it is one thing. What I can say is that even whatever happens today, the idea is really what matters, and the belief in the idea. And yeah, no matter what happens, take this idea, follow through, make sure to try everything and see what happens. That is my message, because then you can find unexpected things about you and the new company, maybe.
Great, and thank you very much, Emil, for your suggestion and encouraging other young entrepreneurs like yourself. And we wish them all big success today and in the future. And now we are back to a studio in Vienna. Jasmina.
Thank you very much, Farouk and Emil. It was really inspiring story, Emil, what you built with ADAXIS, and we are looking forward to your next successes and some news maybe to share with the audience.